Welcome back to the New Life Recap, your weekly roundup of comings and goings on the New Life server. This week, every ending is a new beginning waiting to happen. And sometimes that new beginning is in LEGO Fortnite. Got it? Then let's go! And yes, we did say LEGO Fortnite. Apparently, after an unfortunately short-lived respawn as a guardian in a place without any deep water, Martin somehow spawned in as a bee hybrid in the entirely wrong game. He's got his work cut out for him, building up B-Town, and we'll keep an eye to see if he ever finds his way home to Minecraft again. Until then, Recap Crew is not licensed for journalism in LEGO properties, so we'll wish him the best from here. Back on the actual server, Scott comes back to himself after the rather rude murder he experienced, and finds the whole world looking quite big. Oh, no, it's him that's grown smaller, as a butterfly. With his new wings and insect vision, Scott goes to find Sparrow and see what that whole thing was about. At the entrance to the ancient city, he finds a diary, telling the story of the skulk, of Sparrow realizing the threat it posed, and the warning that the gate should never be opened. But, well, butterflies aren't known for reading comprehension.
Owen? I know you're saying, not to open it, but, I'm not just gonna... Whoa. Whoa.
The city is blown to smithereens, covered in broken buildings and debris, but not a single patch of skulk. Under the debris, Scott hears Sparrow and digs him out from the rock. He's eating food again, which means no more skulk mine stuff, right? Despite it being against his own advice, Sparrow is happy Scott came to rescue him, considering the whole murder thing. Honestly, Scott's just happy to see anyone. A lot of hybrids have been going missing, and even if Sparrow's human again, he's still a friend.
Well, thank you for being a good friend.
Of course. Well, at times.
Yeah,
sometimes better than others.
Friends come with a good and a bad. So.
Yeah, I'm
normally
back
the
to
bad
my
doesn't
old
involve
now.
murder, but you pick and choose sometimes.
Yeah.
First time friends
you
with a
get what
human,
you
I
get.
don't know what you do.
We're not usually actually we are, I say.
With a new perspective on his adventures, and a promise to Scott to stop trying to become a hybrid, Sparrow plans to return home and publish his research from the island. He'll send a postcard and hope the carrier doesn't crash again. The two part ways, and as Scott looks across his land, he realizes that he's never seen much beyond this island himself. Now could be his chance to see if the world is as big as Sparrow made it sound. Wings are meant to fly, right? He packs up a few things and takes to the sky, waving a last farewell to the isle and all its memories.
I think I have everything I need, so I guess pick a direction. And we head out. Bye, home. I'll miss you.
Sparrow is surprised to be alive and human again, and that his plan to destroy the skulk actually worked, and that someone came to save him, let alone Scott. Guess the mind of a hybrid really does work in mysterious ways. Ways he could never understand, being a human in mind even as he tried to change his body.
So, I guess I'm just a human. Just boring old regular dude. Just a guy.
There's nothing wrong with just being a human.
After saying goodbye to Scott, Sparrow heads back to the old copper factory, finding all the golems but one rusted and frozen. Even if he's not made of copper himself anymore, he's retained enough knowledge of engineering to repair the deoxidized machine, and it's the least he can do for the little guys. Something he can do that he couldn't before. Maybe he has learned about more than just hybrids.
I suppose you could argue that it's the copper golem inside of me that made all of this possible in the first place, but I made the machine that made me into that.
For the first time in months, Sparrow returns to the campsite with his crashed airplane and the hybridization machine he built. He could try and fix it, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't need powers to be worthy of facing the monsters that lurk beneath, or of seeking out the adventures he always wanted.
I'm just a human, but I've got tenacity. I can persevere. I got myself here. I survived this crash. I built this. I am special.
Sparrow's plane is still totaled, but if he can build a self-powering drill, he can figure out a plane, especially with a little unexpected help. It seems another aviator by the name of Scar spotted the crash site and left Sparrow the parts he needs to repair his damaged biplane before flying away himself. What a kind gesture. Maybe he'll meet this Scar in the sky someday. Emboldened, Sparrow sets to work, fixing up the broken landing gear and hauling his plane out of the ditch it had dug itself into. Nothing so broken it can't be fixed, down to his old flight goggles. Sparrow has his notes, so he decides to leave his camera behind as a record of his journey and all the people he met along the way. A whir of the engine, a deep breath, and off he flies to a new adventure. And this will be the official finale of the New Life recap, surprise epilogues notwithstanding. For as many twists and turns as it's taken to get here, it's been a journey worth taking, and we remain grateful to everyone that stuck with us until the end. Seeing as we got the wordy kind of sentimental at the end of the last episode, we'll keep it brief here. Thank you so much for being a part of New Life with us, and we hope you enjoy the next adventure. See ya there!